Hello, welcome to the Something Newsy podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Hosang. Today we are talking about bots and online classes. I will let the other guests introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Franco Valdivia.
Hello, my name is Jennie Sigala.
Hi, my name's Nayeli Garcia. And okay, so now, does anybody know how bots are actually made?
No.
I know what they're made for, in the sense of like they want, or I think we talked about it before, how people use online bots because it's a way to also get like financial income from the FAFSA or whatever student
Yeah.
aid. So does nobody know how they're actually made?
I don't know how they're actually made, but I am writing a story on like why bots are becoming such a big issue, especially with like our schools and stuff, especially community colleges, because it's so easy to get in and it's so easy to gain financial aid from just choosing your classes. But I don't specifically know how one makes a bot, or because there's like a lot, like it's not just one, it's like hundreds at a time. So how are you?
I don't know. I mean, if I were to create one, it'd just be a program, and then if you want to make a big multitude of them, then you just integrate AI into the program, and then it just automates certain responses to like certain things you give it to. So like, be a student in this class and do the homework, and then it'll just kind of half do the work and kind of just enroll in certain things, and then you could just, it's almost kind of like a copy and paste into different schools or different classes, or like multiple times, and like
So,
multiple
this is what I found from doing like a 3-second Google search. An internet bot is a computer program that runs on a network. Bots are programmed to automatically do certain actions such as crawling web pages, chatting with users, or attempting to break into user accounts.
Okay, doesn't say anything about like academically, like what they do. Because you need a student email. I think now at least they like changed the whole method of using like a student email, and then like even on Canvas you have to have a birthday for the password.
I feel like people, especially from like the dark web and stuff, they like take their information and that's how they do it. Because there's no way like you can do all these bot stuff with just like one account, one person. But yeah, I definitely feel like they're stealing other people's information and then gaining from that.
So did you get to talk to anybody on how it affected their classes?
Like any teachers?
Not yet. I'm gonna speak with the dean, but from my personal experience with bots, from the past, when we first enrolled to college, it was like way easier. They didn't have you. Now they have you like FaceTime someone from ID Me, so they still use that, but now you actually have to FaceTime the person, and you have to show your social security number and your driver's license, and then they determine if you're not a bot or you are a bot. And like, I get it, it's like good, but at the same time you also want to protect your information.
It's dangerous to just be giving out your social security.
Exactly, like you never know like if it's actually the real thing or like a scam. Like obviously you went through the community college and they're the ones that let this pass, but like imagine if you get a random email, especially with like older generations. I feel like they're more prone to like falling for this stuff because a lot of different people, all types of backgrounds come into this college, and so I feel like it's so much easier to gain their information by claiming that you're the community college. And I feel like that's also how bots gain new identities too, by just like doing that hack and then stealing from them and then stealing their financial aid.
And then another thing that we tried talking about was how teachers are able to identify bots,
Mm-hmm.
and how even having like a certain amount of like a certain amount of students in your classroom, how it affects the teachers and their whole course,
Yeah.
and how it affects the school overall. And I don't know, I think like especially for other students it affects them as well, because you never know when you have to do like a group assignment and like
Yeah.
what's a bot gonna do for your group assignment, or even discussions where teachers make you respond to
Oh
other
my God,
students
yeah.
and their work, and it's like when you I don't know how easy it is to come across a bot.
Now,
in
who
the
would want to
classroom.
create bots? Do you think it would be students that would be creating these bots? Do you think it's tech people? Like, who would benefit from creating bots?
Who
Oh.
would benefit? Well,
Scammers.
yeah, I think it's kind of true. Like, maybe you can get. It's obviously you can get some type of financial aid from bots if you're creating like fake student. I don't know how
And
it's
honestly, I think it's probably not just a couple people.
Yeah.
Because
I
these
agree.
programs are really not easy to write,
Mm-hmm.
and especially the actual hacking part, because before even administering the program into the program that the school has, you sort of need to hack it.
Mm-hmm.
And so these must be, not saying huge, but like big-ish organizations that have
Yeah.
like multiple people across multiple schools probably.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like they're kind of international too. I feel like if anybody's gonna be doing these type of things, it's gonna be international.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's harder for if they do go in deep and try to figure out who's like doing this. It's harder if it's a group internationally.
Yeah.
And that's what I have a strong feeling it's like that. It's like something underground but like international wise and stealing the financial aid.
I heard somewhere, I don't know if it's true, I think Nigeria is like the #1 country for like phone scams,
Oh, yeah.
internet scams, all that stuff is all in, I think Nigeria or one of the African countries is
I thought it was India.
But like for producing bots or just like scamming over the phone?
I think it's both. I'm not sure. I heard somewhere that it was Nigeria was the #1
And honestly,
place where they trace the amount of money that like
Yeah.
that it
I'm-
goes to.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest memes is like the Nigerian prince. Like, where they like claim they're a prince and then they're like, I need you to give me money, and then like older people especially would like fall for that.
what I noticed is that at least because I know someone who has Microsoft Outlook, and I have the Apple email iCloud,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed that Outlook has way more spam than the Apple one. Like I've looked through like the Outlook email, and it's like there's at least 4 or 5
If you
scams in there a day.
if you have Windows, aren't you supposed to like get the Outlook mail? Because I know for me, I have a Windows laptop, and then when I want to log into my school account, it makes me go through Outlook.
Right.
Yeah, I think for like all the accounts they like make you go through Outlook, especially for the school ones.
For the school ones, yeah.
Well, some people have Yahoo, some people have MSN.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know. Does it make you sign up for an Outlook? Like when you buy a PC, it makes you get an Outlook email.
I don't know if it makes everyone do it, but I know I have to do that.
Same for me. Well, I don't have like a window, but for my school ID, they make me get that
The
Outlook.
Outlook,
Yeah,
yeah.
to look at.
Well, that's
my
the one
emails.
that school's based through. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to use my Canvas since like half the semester because
They have like 100 security codes and stuff.
dude,
It's so annoying.
It tells me that to log in, and for the half semester I could use it, and I used it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, one day, I think I backed up my computer or something, and it tells me every time I have to go on my computer that I have to do a 2-factor authentication.
Oh yeah.
But then it doesn't work on my two-factor authentication app, because when I try and log in there, it gives me another 2-factor
Yeah.
authentication. But that doesn't exist because I'm using that, it's like a
Oh,
circle,
okay.
but It just
I get what you mean. It does the same thing for me. I think it does it like every 3 days. I'm not on that Gmail.
No, I get logged out of my student.
And even if
email
you
all
click the
time.
box that says keep or like remember me or keep me logged in, or
Yeah,
whatever.
but it
won't.
doesn't work. Like
Yeah.
after maybe like a month, it'll log you out again, and then you have to go to the
Yeah.
authentication app again.
I never understood the authenticator codes.
It's supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah.
safer.
Or like you're supposed to have another app, like an authentication app,
Yeah.
separate from everything else. I
It's just
never
like you definitely like 2 different devices. I'm like, what if someone doesn't have that?
It's a safety protocol for the bots, I think.
Yeah.
But I feel like the
definitely-
bots could hack it before us. Probably.
I definitely think it's something they're really. That I definitely think it's something very difficult for them to do.
Mm-hmm.
To try and balance out security and safety for the students,
Yeah.
but also, usability.
Yeah.
And is that how you say that word? But
Sure,
the
I don't know.
user experience, how
Yeah.
easy it is to get into your account and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't think anyone really wants to start, like she said, giving information out and
Yeah.
stuff just to sign into a class.
Well, no, this hacking is very common. You hear about it all the time, like with different apps. Even like Instagram, you can't even use like if someone DMs you on Instagram, sends you a link, you can't click on the link because they
Yeah.
might hack your information or hack your account. Also, bots are just everywhere now. They're even on like social media and TikTok with like people buying bot followers and all that stuff just to make them. I don't know, maybe they get a bigger income if you have more followers like that, so they just purchase bots or something.
Yeah, I definitely feel like bots have always been around, but like it's like more now since like AI keeps advancing and everything becomes easier to
Yeah.
use. Like,
Yeah.
and like we're advancing more than what the governments and laws can advance to, and I feel like that's also a partial reason because I have yet to see like AI laws take place. Well, I mean, yeah, they kind of sound stupid, but in reality, there's a lot of AI that's doing more harm than good, and the bots are just contributing to more harm. And I just feel like there needs to be like a legislative law or something that goes into place to really combat these type of things. But what really can you do if like the bots are from a different country?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like they probably are. It's like way easier.
I think there is a way to like interfere with them. I don't know exactly how, but I'm sure there is.
Yeah, they even have like bot farms. Have you heard about bot farms?
No, what are those?
They're in Russia. There's like it's a whole room full of like hackers and stuff, and they create bots. The only thing they do for 8 hours is they just create bots
That's crazy.
And they interfere here
everywhere.
or everywhere?
They could sell it too,
Yeah.
That's,
like sell the programs. I feel like because of international law with the United States, all we can really do is sort of ask those certain countries to, do something about them, or to either to turn them in or certain stuff like that. But a lot of these countries don't care.
Yeah.
So it's really more of up to us to go on the defense and like advance our defenses, but it's hard because they keep advancing too.
Have you guys gotten like waitlisted from a class? Because it was like full.
I haven't yet.
No.
No.
I try and go as like early as possible.
Yeah, I try to do my registration date as soon as they email it to me.
The minute it comes out, it's like,
I think
No.
that was like a bigger problem before.
Yeah, no, because I got waitlisted because I really wanted to do this fashion class. I feel like the boss like the really like outgoing classes, like not the serious ones, just because I feel like it's way easier.
It's an easy A.
Yeah,
That actually makes sense, yeah.
but yeah, because and all the fashion classes were like so full and waitlisted and all this, and then like after the semester starts, like it's not even full anymore. It's like half your class is missing.
But it was online or in person?
Online, yeah.
Online.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
it.
online classes didn't have like a limit though.
They
Or they do.
do. I think it's larger than normal classes,
Yeah.
but I definitely think there's a limit.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just like way harder, and then when you're semester actually starts, like all those classes are empty. But like, what's the point? You already chose your other classes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely doing harm in that aspect too, especially like when you're a student who actually wants this class, and it's online.
Yeah. And they need to meet a requirement or anything.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think a solution, because you have like 2 weeks right now. It's like 2 weeks until you can't drop any more classes, right?
Yeah.
For free. Maybe if they extend that to like a month, do you think that gives them enough time to filter out all of the bots?
A month? A month until the semester ends, or?
No, like in the beginning of the semester, you have your classes, and they give you a 2-week window that says you can drop any of these classes, and it doesn't even show up on your transcript. Like you don't get a W at all. Do they extend that to like a month?
No, I don't.
So it gives, because like professors, I think the professors themselves are trying to identify who are the bot accounts, because they'll like give those introductory assignments, and they can usually figure out from that what the bot accounts are, because the bot accounts are not submitting work.
I think if you extended it too far back, it'll interfere with the course though, because the pace moves so fast in a college class. It's like when you're already a month in, like you already have like a bunch of.
We're on chapter 3.
Yeah, you have a bunch of. I was about to cuss. You have a bunch of stuff you need to learn, and I don't know. Even some professors give out like a quiz or a test like a week or 2 in, so it's like.
That is true. Yeah.
So extending it far back might do more harm than good, even if the purpose is to rule out the bots. But I don't know what the real solution would be.
Yeah, I definitely think professors shouldn't be the ones to like filter out the bots.
I don't think it should be the professor's job either.
I feel like there needs to be like a new set of
Like a tech expert or something.
Yeah, exactly, and
a techspert.
Yeah. And they filter out the bots, and honestly, I think it kind of works. It gives more employment to people, especially in like the tech industry. And overall, I mean, it makes it easier on the professors and the students too, who also want the class.
Developing your software.
Yeah, to like filter out the bots.
I'm pretty sure we already have a team like that here at Mesa.
We do?
I think so, because I went to the chancellor's meeting, the forum, and one of the things he talked about was the AI problem, and a bunch of teachers were, well, at least 2 or 3, speaking on behalf of their department, were complaining about it, and what are you going to do about it? And one of the things he said was that he had a team working on it, but like I said earlier, the big problem is that they keep advancing their tactics. So like they put up one wall and they dig another hole to the issue, you know?
It's like playing whack-a-mole.
Exactly, you know? And so the team is advancing and trying to find different ways to stop it, or different ways of us enrolling so they can't do it, but at the same time, you know, they're also able to see what we're doing, so it's just a back and forth.
They need to zap them like how they do in like those old like Atari. You have a joystick and you
So like, not currently, but like in the future, they have the staff for like the technology. Because when you went to the forum, our classes were already set, and when they were like, "What are the when the professors were like, well, what are you guys gonna do about this?" And then that's when the chancellor said that he's got a team. So he's got a team for next semester, but
no, for this semester currently, because this, I'm guessing, one of the things he said.
What, for summer?
Huh?
For summer?
No, for this semester we're in right now.
Oh.
Because this bot problem has been a problem for more than just this semester. I mean, it got really big this semester and last semester, but I know that it's been a problem for a while. So I bet he's had a team for a while. From the school or from the district, whatever it may be.
Anyways, I think we're wrapped up for time now. So thank you for listening to the Something Newsy podcast.